Assalamualaikum and greetings everyone. We are from College PERMATA INSAN and we will be presenting about our research. Our research topic is exploring the level of awareness of post-traumatic stress disorder among Muslim gifted and talented students. I am AISAR and here are my team members, Muhammad Akif Rizqi, AMMAR IZZUDDIN SULAYM and ATIQ SHIHAB. So, before we explore what is the meaning of PTSD, let me explain about our research background. Firstly, the most important thing to do before a research is to have a problem statement. Our problem statement is that teenagers often experience a range of mental health issues. However, there is limited understanding of the relationship between childhood psychological trauma and mental health disorders among adolescents in Malaysia. When we ask people about PTSD, many say that they don't know what is. Post-traumatic stress disorder, or also known as PTSD, is a mental health problem we may develop after experiencing traumatic event. Post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD) was initially identified in war veterans and was historically referred to as shell shock. However, it is not exclusive to soldiers. Various traumatic experiences can trigger it. Feeling afraid during and after trauma is natural, and most people recover from their symptoms over time. However, individuals who persistently experience symptoms may receive a PTSD diagnosis. There are three main types of PTSD. First is delayed onset PTSD, where symptoms appear over 6 months after trauma. Second is complex PTSD that arises from prolonged or repeated trauma, like childhood abuse. Lastly, birth trauma PTSD, which comes from traumatic childbirth experience. Next, there are many factors of PTSD, such as accidents, childhood trauma, war, torture, and many more. Next, the following are not the factors of PTSD. Being retrenched, getting divorced, an expected death of an ill family member, and overstressing are not the causes of PTSD, which is a common misconception among the general public who are not fully aware of PTSD. For our research methodology, we use a qualitative method whereby conducting interviews with 5 Muslim gifted and talented students about PTSD. We are aiming to delve deeper into their perceptions, understandings, and experiences surrounding the topic. We are going to use a case study methodology and which examines the interviews to gain detailed insights into a particular phenomenon. Now, let's discuss our research findings after we have interviewed our 5 respondents from College PERMATA INSAN. The first question we asked them was, "Are you aware of PTSD?" From here, we can see that all 5 respondents claimed to be aware of PTSD. The second question was, "When you think of PTSD, what comes to mind?" Here we have two main themes, as 3 of the respondents relate PTSD to trauma, while 2 respondents think of PTSD as a condition which leaves a strong impact on the mental health of a person. Our third question was if they knew the reason a person can get PTSD. 4 respondents knew and stated a few reasons, such as traumatic experiences. However, 1 respondent did not know how a person can get PTSD. Next, we asked our respondents who are at risk of PTSD. Our respondents each had different answers, which were true except for high stress, which, as mentioned earlier, is not a factor of PTSD. For our fifth question, we asked how can someone overcome PTSD. Our respondents gave 2 main methods, such as going to a therapist and sharing their problems with a trusted friend or family member. Our final question was to ask them what can be done to spread awareness of PTSD. Here, all our respondents shared the same idea by suggesting that PTSD be taught at a young age and by conducting campaigns to ensure everyone, regardless of age, can be fully aware of PTSD. Here is a summary of all our data analysis, which each question has main points that can be taken from the interviews done by our respondents. So, as a conclusion, our study, which was conducted at College PERMATA INSAN, aimed to gauge the awareness levels of secondary school students regarding PTSD.
The analysis revealed that while most students possess some awareness of PTSD, their understanding remains basic with significant gaps in knowledge. This suggests a need for concerted efforts from parents, teachers, and also counselors to educate the students more comprehensively about PTSD. And by doing so, they can contribute to the students' overall well-being and equip them with the necessary tools to navigate mental health challenges effectively in the future. And this is our references in our research. That's all from now. Hope you like our presentation. Thank you for lending your ears to us. Wabillahi taufiq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.